Welcome to Revise with Mwalimoo. We're going to look at The Blossoms of the Savannah by Henry Olekulet. Under that, we're going to look at the various styles that have been employed in the novel Blossoms of the Savannah. It's great to have you here, and in this session, we're going to address questions that are related to styles in The Blossoms of the Savannah by H.R. Olekulet. Please give feedback at the end of the session. Describe how H.R. Olekulet employed the use of metaphors and similes in his book Blossoms of the Savannah. So, similes and metaphors compare characters' attribute with an existing concrete thing. The author makes use of metaphors and similes in his novel, that is Blossoms of the Savannah. So in the introduction, we now understand what similes and metaphors are, and mentioning that the author of the book has used them. Point number 1, Mwalimoo describes Kylo as a tiny strand of hair that has been blown away from its owner's head by a gust of wind. This shows that Kylo is part of the Ma culture and is owned by the Ma culture. It also brings out the wise character of Mwalimoo. So this description is a metaphor because Kylo has been directly compared to a tiny strand of hair. It shows also that Mwalimoo was a wise man. Point number 2, Rasheen describes Olesudori, what an ill-mannered devil this man is, as in page 93. After the heinous act by Olarinkoi on Rasheen, the rape, the sun is also described as a ball of red. So the description of Rasheen, the description or how Rasheen describes Olesudori is an ill-mannered devil, or what an ill-mannered devil this man is. That is a metaphor. Point number 3, the sense of foreboding from the threat was still hanging in the air, like the sword of Damocles. This shows the mood in which the girls are in after they are accosted by the callous young men. So this is a simile right there. The threatening or the threat, the feeling of being threatened was still hanging in the air like a sword of Damocles. This shows that the girls are in a bad mood. That is a simile. Sitting quietly and staring unblinkingly like a leopard while stalking an antelope on page 75. This is a description of Olarinkoi showing his antisocial character. It also directly reveals his real intention in Kylo's home. So, sitting quietly and staring unblinkingly like a leopard. So we've compared how Olarinkoi sat. This means that he was compared to a leopard, or how a leopard would while stalking an antelope. This is a simile. This is a description of Olarinkoi showing his behavior, which was antisocial. It also indirectly reveals his real intention in Kylo's home. Slowly just sitting there quietly while calculating his next move. In the conclusion, we have metaphors and similes in fiction help reveal the character traits of the characters and at the same time add color to the work of art. So this is our conclusion. It's just a summary or a recap of what you've written about in your poem. KCSE practice questions. During your free time, kindly go through these questions. They're going to help you practice further on what we've learned today. Using illustrations from Blossoms of the Savannah, show how Henry Olekulet has employed the use of vivid description in his novel 20 marks, and also discuss the use of similes in the Blossoms of the Savannah by H.R. Olekulet. So use these questions for practice. So I hope you had a very constructive session with Mwalimoo. To put more practice, dial *291# and work out the assignment given.